stuff. Hey guys, I never introduced myself. I'm Richard Hart. I have 50,000 followers on Twitter. Follow me at Richard Hart Win on Twitter. I've got like 40K on YouTube. Richard Hart on YouTube. You know, youtube.com/Richard Hart. Got a bunch of Telegram channels. Strape is our general crypto chat. It's about 6,000 members. Bitcoin Hex, 1,400 members now. Bitcoin Hex memes, Bitcoin Hex news. I've got a trading channel. It's got about 2,000 users. T.me/Strape charts. What else? I've got a shill link for BitMEX. You want to spend 10%, you want to get a 10% discount doing margin trading on Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. Go up to 100x. Use it. The URL is richardhart.win. If you want to trade euro or what's the currency they use in the UK? Pounds?
Pounds.
If you want to trade euro or pounds, you can go to mocoiner.com. It's like no coiner, but with an M. It's going to take you to Binance. And then I got a free book. I've got two free books, actually. Scivive, which is like every good thing I know that made me successful is in the book, right? How to dress, how to hire, how to fire, how to find love, how to...
All the upsells.
Everything. It's there. And the point is, if I can get you to have a great life, maybe you'll go and spend money on medical research to save your own ass to keep living your great life, right? Because being rich and dying rich means you lost the game. You should die broke. You should spend that money, or else someone else will spend it for you, and they're not going to do as good a job. So that's t.me/Scivive, like survive through science. And the book is an outline, but that's fine. You just need to do the commands. You don't need the narrative glue in the middle unless you're stupid, which you might be. So one day it'll be an actual book with narrative glue.
Nice.
I think that's it.
Nice.
What about you? You should shill all your stuff.
Yeah, well, I was going to shield your stuff, actually. Well, below, I've got links that take you to the Bitcoin Hex for a start, and also Richard's channel. Don't forget to smash up the likes. Just give me likes. I just crave people to like me on the internet. I've got no friends. Cunts. Like me. That's about it, man. That's about it. But no, what's the Strape thing all about? And the strawberry.
Strawberry grape. So I knew about branding, I don't know, 10 or 12 years ago when I registered the domain name. Actually, I think I registered this domain name in 2004, 2003. And if you want a pronounceable short domain name that's a .com, you ain't got a lot of options. So Skype was very successful, and Strape is almost the same linguistically. So I thought, well, fuck, that's easy. And then I needed a mnemonic to help people understand it. So it's just like strawberry grape, Strape. But some people remember it as street rape or strappy. So
Street rape.
I guess it's not as good as Skypey. But yeah, I mean, the sad thing is, like, I would have used that as the name for the token, but it just doesn't seem like it hooks as hard as it should, you know? I don't know why. Like technically, it measures as though it should do very well as a short, pronounceable brand with a good logo and such, but it didn't really seem to hook. I mean, maybe 6,000 users in the bear market is hooking well, and I'm just not giving it the credit it deserves. I put up a poll on Twitter to see whether people wanted to use trustless interest or hex trust or hex trust or I own satoshizvision.com, which is funny. You know, or Bitcoin Hex, and everyone just voted for Bitcoin Hex.
Did you just buy that, by the way, whilst they were going through the whole fucking force?
Well, I was just arguing with Roger Ver all the time and arguing with Bitcoin cashers all the time, and they just kept quoting it like a fucking mantra, like some type of religious text. I'm like, all right, well, now I own your religioustext.com, motherfuckers. So promote my bags.
So
I don't think Satoshi's a great guy. I'm out here fighting to make sure that his bags hold value, fighting off fakes and fighting off attackers from outside and in, and he's not helping me out. So he's either a bitch or dead. Either way, I'm going to give his coins to people that deserve them better.
Sounds like a plan. Dude, been an absolute fucking pleasure, by the way, speaking to you. What's next then? What's the timeline looking like? So you said obviously about 40...
So it's probably... So I kept Bitcoin Hex in 4 weeks as my Twitter handle, even though it's going to be that for 2 extra weeks. So we're going to be holding at 4 weeks for 2 weeks because we added that 3 address support, which, as I said, isn't really going to take the 2 weeks, but... Well, I mean, fuck, it may actually take 2 weeks. I hope it doesn't take 2 weeks. We've got other delays anyway, so software's hard. It's like we're trying to hit these targets, and the devs can only stay up 16 hours a day, and that's not healthy. So
at the end on launch, what exactly are people expecting on launch then? So they're expecting the claiming feature or the claiming.
So here's what will happen. I'll give you the time frame. Right now we're still playing logic and testing games. Once we pass all our own internal audits and time warping and sanity checking and graphing future states of the system. So for instance, I may have to put a cap on that 20% extra per year interest, because a small group of users staking for 50 years could hurt everyone's gains in early system states, because they would reduce everyone else's payouts, right? So I have to be aware of some edge cases that could exist in the game theory, and I can only accurately do that with modeling, and I can only do accurate modeling when the contract is done and locked, right? Or close to locked. So once that stuff's done, we can lock the code, push it to GitHub so everyone can read it and suggest anything they think they'd like to see changed, and then we send it off to the auditors. And then the auditors hopefully finish their work in 3 weeks. I can't verify that they will be available to do this work. I can't verify how long it will take for them to do the work, right? So there's some things that are outside my control, so I have to guesstimate how long some of these things are going to take, right? Once we come out of audit, maybe there's work that has to be done that's time consuming. I hope not. I don't think there will be, but it's a possibility. Or maybe we get it out and it's totally clean. No errors found. Well done. Good job, guys. And then if that's the case, if we come out of audit and there's nothing to change at all, then we can set a snapshot date. And that snapshot date would be at least 2 weeks in the future, right? So let's say it takes us 2 or 3 weeks to do our internal testing, 2 or 3 weeks for the auditors to do their thing. That puts us out 6 weeks. And then 2 weeks for the set the snapshot, now we're at 8 weeks, right? And we need about a day of processing time to edit the snapshot, to take out the whale penalties, take out the Mt. Gox coins, do all the processing that we need to have the claim tool work, because we've got to, I'm not going to explain it to you, but it's very technical, what we have to do to the blockchain to make it claim againstable, right? So we've got to read out all the scripts and turn those scripts into addresses, and then if people submit claims and their claims hash equals the hash of the script that was in the chain, then they can speak to those funds and blah, blah, blah. So maybe 8 weeks and a day till snap.
And so